Good night, students, and welcome back. This question was submitted by one of our awesome students, Arenelle. Shout out to Arenelle. Guys, I love it when you guys submit questions. This way, I can do breakdowns for every other student at Elite Educators. So, first thing, as usual, we read and we highlight the important parts of this question. So, question number 32. Sarah scored a mean is just another word for average of 85 marks in 5 tests, which means that if we add up all of her marks in the 5 tests and divide it by 5, we get 85. After 2 other tests, her mean decreased by 3 marks. If she scored 7 marks more in the 6th than the 7th test, calculate her marks. So from that alone, we could see that well, it is a test, so it will be out of 100. So our answer has to be less than 100. And guys, this is just tips to deconstruct a question, so we would know that if the answer we get is correct or incorrect. The second thing is, they say if she scored 7 marks more in the 6th than the 7th test, calculate her marks in the 6th and 7th test. So guys, check this. If we have, if a student, let's say, gets an answer of 60 in the 6th test and 65 in the 7th test, that answer will be incorrect because the amount should be 7 marks more in the 6th than the 7th test. So they have to be very similar with regards to their marks. So what do we do here? Let's begin. So the first thing is we have to calculate the total marks that Sarah scored in the first 5 tests. And how do we do that? So let me just write it as step 1 here. Oh, I have to change the pen to red. Okay, step 1. Calculate the marks that Sarah scored in the first 5 tests. So she did 5 tests and the average was 85. So to find the total, we multiply 85 multiplied by 5 and we would get a total of 425 marks. That is step 1. Now that we know the total amount of marks, the second thing we do is we have to find the new mean. So step 2, find the new mean after the 2 additional tests. So let's check the question. They said after 2 more tests, her mean decreased by 3 marks. So if the mean before was 85, then the new mean would simply be 85 minus 3. And once we have 85 minus 3, we get 82. So this is equal to the new mean. So that means confirmed she got less marks in the other 2 tests. And remember, if the mean is 85 marks for the first couple of tests, that means the answer again has to be less than 85, and the 6th test has to be more than the 7th test. Okay, now that we have the new mean, step 3, I'll write it here. We want to calculate the total marks after all 7 tests. So in order to calculate the total marks, so total marks, that would simply be the new mean. So your new mean will be 82 multiplied by how much tests? So they say the new mean is 82 and we have 7 tests. So 82 minus multiplied by 7, we would get 574. This is a new total. So guys, what does this mean? Let me try to explain what this means to you guys. So when we take 5 tests, the total marks is 425. 7 tests, the total is 574. So if we find the difference of 574 and 425, oh guys, just by the way, it is 12:34 a.m. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we subtract 574 from 425, that difference will be the total of 6 tests and 7 tests combined. So let's do that. So that'll be step 4. I'm just doing this question from the top of my head, right? So hence the reason why the lack of writing. So 574 minus 425, and that will give us a total of 14, that'll be 9, 6, 6 minus 2 is 4, 149. So 6th and 7th is equal to 149. Those, when we add them up in total. Now, guys, check this out. We just went from mean and average to another topic. Remember I told you guys that the one topic just before essay, a lot of parents send messages and questions for, a lot of students have trouble with, is this topic, which is unequal sharing. So, check this out. If she scored 7 marks more in the 6th test than the 7th test, right? So 6th and 7th is equal to 149 marks. But she scored 7 marks more in the 6th test. So if this was equal sharing would just be 149 divided by 2. But this is not equal sharing. So what did I teach you guys when we do unequal sharing? Simple, 3-step process. So the first step is to yeet the excess. Okay, for students who are not with us, yeet was a word popular about 2 years ago. It means to fling away. So in formal terms, we would remove the excess. So they say she scored 7 marks more, 7 more in test 6, right? So that means if we split in it, 6 would get more than 7. So the first step, yeet the excess. So we subtract 149 minus 7, right? So 149 minus 7, this would give us a total of 142. Now, that's step 1, yeet the excess. Step 2 is go back to the topic of equal sharing. We divide them equally. So how much do we have? 6 and 7 tests. We have 2 tests. 142 divided by 2. And that will give us 71. So all this means is for the 7th test, it'll be 71 marks. And for the 6th test, it'll be 71. But remember, we yeeted 6. We got rid of 6. So we have to bring that 6 back. 71 plus 6. And the total, minus 7. 71 plus 7. It is just super late. Remember, we remove the excess, which is 7, because she scored 7 marks more in test 6 than test 7. So 71 plus 7, and we get 78 marks. So, Arenelle, 7 tests, 71 marks. 6 tests, 78 marks. Hope it helped. If you guys have any trouble, just let me know, and I'll be more than glad to assist. Take care and peace.